Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're all doing well, and welcome to a brand new live stream. First of all, let's just go and have a look who we have with us today. Joseph is here. Server's really not working. I've been running around on the servers for the last couple of hours. No problems there for me, but let's hope that it's gonna stay like that. We have Dragon Eye. Hello, we're on Twitch. Welcome back. Limit, is that how you pronounce it? I think it is. Good evening. Chris is here. We have Steven. Good evening. People already discussing mining builds. As you guessed, we are going to be building, well, we guess it's not hard to guess, it's right there in the title. We are going to be doing a mining build today. I have made it in Coriolis, and I have begun to make some of it in-game. I'll come back to all that in later, but we're going to go with the build here in just a minute. 7 collectors. I don't have 7. I have 6, but we'll talk about this in a second. Mario, good evening and welcome. To have a look over my Python low temperature diamond core mining build. We're not building a core mining today. We're building a laser mining ship. I think DJ is losing his hair. I'm past 30, of course I am. What did you expect? Like all my dad's side of the family was like, you get like the hair begins to grow at a young age, and that's just the way it is. So like I knew this from like years ago. That's just the way it is. Where did I just lost chat here? There we go. Who else do we have? We have Logan here. Derek is here. Hustler here. Oh, Donglor, you made it. We only just started reading out who's here in chat. Ah, yeah, okay. So Donglor is on his phone right now. Walking back. You need milk for your coffee. You gotta get your priorities straight. Perfect. So he'll be here in a second. That's fine. I think I can manage until then. We have the milkman. We have the milkman in chat. Commander Cop is here. Wow, a lot of people are here already. And we also have Crazy over on Twitch. Hello and welcome. "35-second delay. Oh, did I forgot to set the delay settings? You know what? I did. You know what? That's on me. We're running a normal delay rather than low latency. Sorry. Yeah, so YouTube side will be a little bit delayed today. Sorry about that. I forgot to update the settings this time. Twitch is not that delayed, but I'll try to keep up with chat. Just know that at least for this live stream there will be a bit of a delay because I didn't set up this live stream right. I don't know why you can't set this up as default, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway. Good evening, Derek, as well. Mike DC. Okay, I think we're gonna jump in game. Let's begin to talk about some builds here. Yes, let's just jump in game like so. Now, I should say, if you watched the live stream on Saturday, I was testing out the new audio setup, and there was an issue where I couldn't hear notifications. That should have been resolved now, but that also meant that I had to tear down my whole audio setup and rebuild it because I had to move everything around. But hopefully that means that now it should work, and we'll see how it goes. But that also means that I'll be happy to see your guys' feedback. Doing the live stream on if something is too loud or too quiet, if you can't hear anything, or some sound is outright missing, or like you get some distortion on some part of the sound, do let me know, and I'll try to see what I can do in the future. But from the testing I've done, I think it's pretty good so far. So cross my fingers that everything's going to work, and then I'm going to be able to actually hear the notifications. Just to give you an idea about the sound setup as it is right now. So right now, my headphones are playing both the sound from my main rig and from the streaming rig. Those are both being piped into my headset. The microphone is also both going to the main computer, the gaming rig, for Discord, if I'm using that, and is also being piped over to the streaming PC, so that, of course, you guys can hear me, while game sound is of course being piped to my headphones, but also to the stream PC and picked up there. So it's a lot of mics and sound being passed around left and right. But I think it works. I hope. We'll see. Have you changed mics? It seems a little low on the YouTube side at least. I can definitely give you guys a little bit on the YouTube. I don't want to give it too much. I'm right at the edge of peaking here. So I'm going to add a little bit of compressor. And then I'm just going to give it a bit on the level here. It's not a whole lot, just giving a little bit. I'm sitting here watching the meter, and when I'm talking, I am on the yellow, so I don't want to go much louder than this. Okay. Wow. Thank you. Thank you, Derek. Yes, I can definitely hear it, and wow, that was loud. I'm just gonna tune that down a little bit on my end here. There we go. That should be a little bit better. I hope you guys got the sound of that notification. I sure did. Thanks for the donation. That's we have now confirmed that yes, I can indeed hear it. Okay, let's go and let's take a look at the build. So this is the build. Obviously, it's a Python, and the idea is to make a laser mining Python. And why are we making a laser mining Python? Well, if you're going out mining in something like a cutter or something else with like 512 tons of cargo, it takes a couple of hours to fill it up. And as we discussed before, it's not efficient to go out. You didn't hear the notification sound. Ooh. That is weird. So hold on, that should have worked. Okay, hold on. Now just okay, wonderful. So I can hear it, but you can't now. That's great. Streamlabs, where are you? No notifications. Okay. We are just going to go into the alert box, and then I am just going to find a place on the screen where I can actually put this. We're just going to do a test notification again. It seems you're right. It is in fact not being picked up. Hold on, give me a second here. So open sound settings here. Let me just check this real quick. I just need to figure out which output this is going to. Let me test this again so I can actually see which device this is going to. Okay, so that's going to the U. Okay, that's going to the mixer. So that means if I go in, thanks for the. So if I go into properties and I set this to listen to that device there, and I then do a test again.
This is a test donation for Euro.
It's a little loud, but we now have sound. Right? You guys could hear that. Yes, good. Just had the desktop audio capture set to the wrong output device. So I was, yeah. Anyway, that's working now. Okay, let's go over the build. And let's talk about it. Oh, just in case you guys are wondering, because I know Don Gloria's gonna ask me in a second. I'm gonna be... It is the Carlos mock today. And I'm even running up... like a combo bonus today with also Carlos t-shirt. So double up on Carlos today. Okay, wow, the stream is really delayed. Okay. That's quite annoying. I forgot that. No, well, we'll have to make this do. Okay, let's talk over the build. So here we have it. As you can see, it's a Python. There are some things in it that is overkill, and that is unnecessary. First of all, like power-wise, I've gone with a smaller power plant, so we have plenty of power headroom if we want to do something else. You can see right now I only have a 5A in here, which is planned to go, I actually need a thermal spread on that, overcharge thermal spread on that. So no, nothing special there. Thrusters again, A-rated thrusters, so we can get some speed moving around the belt between the rocks, and these are going to be engineered 30-right drag drives, 5A frameshift drive, increased range mass manager, lightweighted life support, we don't need that much here. Power distributor is a little funny. I've gone weapon focused cluster capacitor, and I've done that because I don't really worry much about shield recharge. But I do have a 6-second boost interval, so if I put my pips into engines, I can definitely boost quite often. And you can also see here, even with 5 Mark II lasers, that's 5 medium-sized lasers, I can still keep this thing firing for 16 seconds. That, for 5 lasers, that should be enough to completely empty the rock. I think I can empty the rock in, I don't know, my guess would be within the 16 seconds, maybe like 12, 13, 14 seconds, that kind of thing. I think I should be able to empty a rock with this many lasers.
Second test, to be sure. Thanks for all the help, Dave.
You are very welcome, Derek. And once again, thanks for the second test donation. We now have confirmed that, yes, it is in fact working. At least I could see the meter moving this time. I hope you guys could hear it as well. Yes, we have confirmation of sound over on Twitch side there. Perfect. Wonderful. But again, thank you, Derek. Awesome stuff. So here's one of the things I'm considering is, do I really want this many mining lasers? Should I put in some weapons to take care of NPCs? But to be honest, with a cargo size of 192 tons, it shouldn't take me much more than just shy of an hour to fill this thing up. Problem is, as Michael is posting in chat, I guess, is 6 collectors, are they going to be able to keep up? I have a fuel scoop in here because I want to ensure that I can actually get to my cell destination without having to do the swapping ship or swapping out. I want to avoid that trip to the station. So I'm not sure if the collectors will be able to keep up with that. Most likely they won't. But that's going to give me plenty of time to locate the next rock while I wait for it. 3A prismatic shield generator. Thermal spread force block. Again, going for a prismatic for the high hit points, but high resistance. Basically, I'm going for the same idea of I want to try to balance out a recharge versus hit point. And yeah, you could go. You don't have to go resistant augmented force block here. You could also fit biweaves in here if you wanted to for even faster recharge. Any shield will do. In this case, I fitted prismatics, and you could fit normal shields, you could fit biweaves, you could fit anything. You could engineer this exactly the way you want with the shields. That is really up to you. Or you could, that's a good point in chat here. I could just equip core mining hard points. I mean, I could just swap out 2 of the hard points, have 3 mining lasers, then swap out one of these for a pulse wave, and this would be a good all-round ship that could do all types of mining. That might actually be an interesting way to go, and we could do that without doing any additional engineering. We could actually make this into a core mining / laser mining ship, so it could actually do both. And I think that would actually have some merit, like having a ship like that could do both things at once. So I don't know. That could be a way to go. We'll look at it. I'll go and do the test. If we end up in a situation where these lasers are just so fast compared to our collector capacity. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. If the collectors just can't keep up, we spend way too much time just sitting, waiting around. I would definitely consider swapping out 2 of the hard points, probably 2 of the medium hard points, with an abrasion blaster and a seismic charge launcher. And then swapping out one of the shield boosters. I mean, again, as I said, we have plenty of power headroom here, especially if we swap out that. We cannot always just upgrade. We have 2 upgrade levels of our power plant here, so there's plenty of stuff there. Tolmec says, I like it multi-purpose. Should we try to do it multi-purpose? So if we just remove these and we go 1D fixed abrasion blaster. We just copy that because and a seismic charge launcher, like so. If we put those in there and then drop one of the shield boosters and put in a 0.8 pulse wave analyzer. How are we enough power? We're now over, meaning we just have to upgrade this to a class 2 with overcharged thermal spread. And we have, or class 6, sorry. We have all the power once again. And now you have a really good all-round ship. This could work. I don't know if we want to keep the prismatics. I really can't make up my mind with this, or if I should go with biweaves instead. I just say we're just gonna go for. But again, fast recharge doesn't really make any sense. It's just getting. I think I'm just gonna do whatever. Gonna keep this just because I have the prismatics lying around anyway. What website is this? This is called Yolus. You know what? I think, good evening Picard, I think this is what we're going to go with. I'm going to try to put a pulse wave in, going to upgrade the power plant, and I'm going to swap out 2 of the mediums. Jump range is not bad. I mean, Leighton we have 25, that's actually pretty good with the amount of cargo. I think we're going to jump in game and try to begin actually building this. Let's go to the outfitting, and let's make some of the necessary changes. So where do we actually have the hard points? So the lasers up here on the back, and we have one underneath. The 2 medium ones are located. Yeah, so that's actually pretty good. If we go out and we take a look at this in the external camera view, you can see, yeah, they just sort of close up. So we have some hard points here. That's one of the large ones. The other large one is over there, right there. But the 2 ones that are actually important, which is this is just the normal mining lasers. It doesn't matter if they are spread out a little bit. The 2 ones that are important are the 2 ones that are the seismic charge launcher and the abrasion blaster. So we'll put those in here on either side of the cockpit, like so. And of course, remember in the Python, we are sitting off center. Link to the build, I can try, but I think for the last couple of days, the link shortener has been broken. And I can't post the full link, it's too long. I could do a bit.ly link, I guess. Yeah, okay, so the link shortener is still broken, I think, it seems. Oh, I forgot to enable stream mode, so we don't get notifications from... That's the problem. Normally stream mode enables itself when you start live streaming. But now it doesn't, because I'm streaming on a secondary PC. Just take a screenshot. Yeah, I can't post a screenshot in chat either. Okay. Let's, no, that's that one. So I think it's okay putting the lasers there. Not the lasers, the other mining equipment. So if we go in here, and we go in here, and we go to mining tools, and we fit a abrasion blaster, not a turreted one, a fixed one. Boom, there we go. Yeah, shortener is still broken. It's been broken for a couple of days, which is also annoying because that means that even the shortened link that is already created, they do not work either. So people have been posting on my old videos left and right. Oh, Warrenstein, what happened? CPU cooler died. RIP Corsair H100. Oh, that sucks. I hope it didn't damage any, like your CPU, or you managed to, like, I assume it would shut itself down before it managed to do any kind of damage. But thanks a lot for the donation. Yeah, F in chat for Rodenstein's cooler. And thanks for the follow on Twitch. Swap out a shield booster for a 0A pulse wave analyzer. And core internals. Actually, hold on. Do I have? I do have a. Oh, this is. Oh, it's armored. Damn it. I don't have an overcharged. No. Well, I guess we're making a new one. 6A. No, not Guardian. 6A normal power plant. Yeah, rip CPU cooler. Someone over on Twitch says, someone got caught a stream, you're welcome. I think this should be it. Do we have some of this modified already? This is already lightweighted, and the sensors are also already lightweighted, so that's fine. Okay, I think this is what we're gonna go for. This is gonna be fun, having an all-round ship that can go and do both if you want to. Okay, let's start by doing as much of this as we can from the remote workshop. And then I'm gonna get this note because I need this for later. Why not Guardian? Because Guardians is heavy and it's less efficient than the engineered one. So we're gonna lose jump range, and it's not gonna be as efficient. The efficiency is not a problem. We have plenty of headroom here. But the weight is an issue for me. So let's just take it from the top, basically. I think the power distributor is pinned at charge enhanced, so we can't do that. The engines we can do, those are probably dirty drive, and we should. I've been collecting materials off camera just to get the last things. So I should have everything we need to go ahead and begin engineering this. Ah, come on. There we go. Thanks for the follow on Twitch, Commander Headhunter. Oh, almost got it. No, not there. One more. No. One more. There we go. We can't do our experimentals now, of course. The shield generator is pinned with reinforced, so we have to go to a shield generator thingy. The prospector is probably pinned at lightweight. Yes, it is. So we're gonna engineer that for lightweight. Come on. So annoying when you're sitting there with the last little bit and just not going anywhere. There we go. Okay, shield boosters. Here I have resistance augmented, which is perfect. That is exactly what we want on them. So I can begin engineering all my shield boosters. Oh. Bit of a misroll there. I was reading chat. You're sitting here mindlessly rolling. There's a lot of engineering we have to do. Perfect. With more shield boosters, 2 more to go. Oh. Shield boosters are like cowbell. Can never have what? Cowbell? Oh. Didn't realize you could engineer the shield boosters. Oh, most things can be engineered. There are a few modules around that you can't, but the majority of modules can be engineered. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. There we go. That is number 2. Just 1 to go. Shield boosters with resistance augmented again. And another follow on Twitch. Nope, didn't get enough on that one. Two should do it. Yep. What does the augmented? Augmented gives them better resistance overall. You can see it right here. You can see here the power draw goes up by 25%, the integrity goes down by 12%, but your kinetic, thermal, and explosive resistance goes up by 17%. So it just gives you more resistance, damage resistance. Life support is already engineered. Frameshift drive, let's get that long range mod in there so we can actually begin to fly around from this. Let me see. And I think what we'll do here in a second when we have to head out to get all the experimental effects on these, that I'll probably take out one of the cargo racks and replace that with a Guardian FSD booster, just to get that extra 10 light years of jump range so we can get around a little faster. And then once we're done engineering, we can replace that cargo, or replace that booster back with a cargo that we actually need on it. Oh, come on, one more. No. There we go. Collector limpets. Already lightweighted. Power plant. Overcharged. Let's just go. Always fun engineering power plants. Nope, didn't get it yet. Let's give it another go. Message you only you only have a black screen on Twitch. Well, no, he can't see if I can't hear it, I guess. Unless he can hear. I've seen other people comment over on Twitch, so I assume it's working. Okay, that's the power plant. Sensors are lightweight already. Okay. Let's do a quick status on what we actually need here. And I think I will do, because I can't do a live stream without showing you guys a spreadsheet. No spreadsheet? Oh, spreadsheet is on the other screen. Give me a second. Of course it is. There we go. And then let me get chat back here on the secondary monitor. Come on. You can do it. There we go. There can't be no live stream without at least one spreadsheet in here. So we need to look at what module, and is it a full versus only experimental? Okay, I'm actually gonna just put that somewhere, I don't know. Let's just quickly go in game here. Okay. Hardpoint wise, no engineering is needed. Utility mounts, we need the shield, boosters, and they need experimental mods. That we're done there. Core internals, we're not doing nothing to armor. We could put armor in it if we wanted to, but I'm not gonna bother. Power plant. That needs an experimental mod. Wow. Caps lock? Yep. The thrusters need an experimental mod. The frameshift drive needs an experimental mod. The life support, the power distributor also need its experimental. It's not going to be as bad as it looks from... Oh, no, hold on. Power distributor is actually full. That needs its full engineering. Everything else here is fine. Core internals. Cargo collectors is fine. Fuel scoop is not. Shields. Shield, that needs a full engineering. And detail service scan, I'm not going to bother. We're just going to use this to scan rings. So that is what we need now. This is the shopping list. So now we need to figure out which engineers we have to go to. For that, we're going to jump over to Inara. Go Inara. Galaxy, zoom in a bit for you guys. Oops, no, not outfitting. Engineering, yes. Blueprints. So we're going to start with the ones... Thanks for the subscription on YouTube. The one we need a full engineer of. This is where we're the most limited. So we're going to start with those, which is the power distributor. So that is a core internal module. It's a power distributor, and we need the weapon focused. It doesn't matter. They can all do the same. So here we need to go to the dweller. So I'm just going to put in here that we're going to go to the dweller. What can the dweller do other than power distributors? You can do beam lasers. You can do lasers, basically. Okay, so we can get nothing else from the dweller than just the power distributor. What about shields? Optional internals. Shield generators. Here we, of course, have to go to Li Chong. And Li Chong, he can also do... He can actually do the detail service scanner if we're going there. But he can also do experimentals here. No, there, no, stop, copy, paste. He can also do the experimental mod because the shield boosters. And we can consider doing the detailed surface scanner if we have the materials. I haven't, I haven't set this up on this PC yet. Okay, great. I haven't installed the ED Market Connector yet on the second PC. Thanks for all the subscription, by the way, guys. If we have it, we might do something. We might make an expanded probe launcher on it, just because then we have an extra. But we don't really need it, so I don't know. Then we just need power plant thrusters and FSD. Now, the FSD is one of the more common modules that a lot of engineers can do. If we go to core internals and go and look at the... let's just take all of them. We're just going to look at the frameshift drive, the power distributor. Wasn't that? No, that was not it. The thrusters. Power. It's not power distributor. We need the FSD. We need the power plant and thrusters, right? FSD, power plant, and thrusters. FSD, power plant, thrusters. Yes, those are the ones we need. So, as you can see here, all of these just need experimental. That means we have this whole list of engineers available to us. So now we just need to find an engineer that kind of appears on as many of these lists as possible. So power plant can be done by Felicia Farsier, Marco Quint, and Haritari. And we have Farsier here. So Farsier can do our experimental for the FSD and the power plant and the thrusters. Haha! Farsier it is. So we need to go to Farsier. Whoops. Let's just delete that. So that's, there we go. Copy that. Okay. So that means we need to go to Li Chong, Felicia Farsier, the Dweller, and Li. Oh, yeah. No, that's the three engineers. That's all we need to go to. So next up, we now need to figure out how we do that the easiest. So we're going to jump over to the Commander's Toolbox. We're going to go to Multi-Waypoint Planner. And I'm going to zoom in a bit for you guys again. And we're going to say, we're going to start in Shinrata. And who do we need to engineer? Li Chong, Farsier, and the Dweller. So I need Li Chong, I need Farsier, and I need the Dweller. There we go. I want to start in Shinrata and I want to end in Shinrata. We're going to click Optimize Route and we got to set up our route. 500 light years. Pretty cool. So, let's go. First engineer. You would go Farsier first to get the experimental effect. Oh, we need to do a small... It's going to be a small increase. Yes, Stone Slider, you're absolutely right that Farsier only goes to 4, but I have already, if you can see here on my thrusters, they are already engineered to class 5. I just need the experimental mod, so I can just go to her and get the experimental. I have the things fully upgraded already. We just did that in the remote workshop. But we just needed to change some things in here. We're going to swap out one of these cargo racks here with an FSD booster instead. Just to give us... Oh, why did I put that in storage? I always do this. It was a class 6E cargo rack. So, now that we have a little bit extra jump range, we should still have plenty of power. Let's just verify. Yes, we do. We, as you saw, I clicked the copy button, so now I can just go and post that system and set our first destination. Let's put this puppy in the air. Don is back home and making coffee. And I've been streaming for 45 minutes and only now we're on docking.
Ship uncoupled. You are go for departure.
Woohoo! Okay, it can move, that's for sure. Wow! This is going to be a pretty decent core hunt. I mean, with that thing boosting up to... I mean, we can perma boost and keep this up between what... It just gets down to like 420 and then it boosts up. And we haven't put experimental on it now. That's a quick little ship. I like that. David says, why am I seeing this? I don't have a Python. Well, that's the problem, maybe. You should get yourself a Python. It's a wonderful ship. How are the turn rates? We'll check the turn rate when we get to one of the engineers. How is sound on your end? Is it too loud? Is it okay? And jumps. 2 more jumps. Just great. Thank you, Drunken Eye. See how it handles a little bit of heat here. Okay, it still heats up. Okay, now it actually loses heat. Okay. So, it's not the most heat efficient ship, but again, we have not put our thermal spread on it yet, so that should help a bit. Crazy, thanks a lot for the follow on Twitch. I agree, Python is definitely a good miner. So while we're traveling here anyway, guys, if you are enjoying the stream, please go down and give it a like. It helps a lot. Wow, that's a lot of stations. Where did they put it? I can never find it when just scrolling through that menu. No, first planet. Wonderful. How big is this moon? Oh, we don't know. Okay. I guess the ship should be relatively... You were talking about turn rates earlier. I guess the ship should be okay at turning. I mean, it's not gonna be crate levels of turn rates, but... Whoops. But it shouldn't be too bad either. Will you post the build afterwards? You know what? When next time we have a long super cruise, I'm gonna make a bit.ly link for you guys. So so you can get a link for it directly. While I'm just running in loops around here. Tony, thanks for the subscription on YouTube. What? Michael, are you kidding me? 1.6 million? That can't be right. $1.6 million for low temps? No. Holy, what the hell? You're right. Okay. Look at that. You could actually go and get... This is like 11 minutes ago. And the demand is like 6,500. Even a cutter coming in with like 500 tons. That's really good. I've never seen low temperature diamonds this high. Not since the January update. Oh. But even this one coming in at... Okay, maybe we should just focus on our flying and then we can do calculations afterwards. But coming in with almost 200 tons, that's like 300 million-ish for a Python load. Holy shit, okay. As you can see here, turn rate is actually pretty good. Just throwing it around a bit here, just to give it a test. Oh, maybe not throw it around that much. It is 1.3 Gs after all. But the fact that I could throw it around like that in a 1.3 G environment and not crash means the thrusters are not bad. There we go. Hello, Lee Chung. Shield generator, right? Yes. Okay, and here we needed... What did we need? We wanted to put a thermal resistant force block on this. Okay. Thermal resistance, just gonna verify that I actually did my collecting correctly. I did. Come on. Not saying I'm wasting materials, but this is getting stupid now. There we go. And as experimental, we're gonna go force block. Okay. Sensors, nothing we really want there. Shield boosters. We're just gonna go in. And we're gonna add... What was it again? Is it force block here as well? Yes, there's also a force block here. And we're gonna add those experimental. Shield booster number 2. Experimental force block. Shield booster number 3. Experimental force block. Great. Back to our spreadsheet. Oops. There we go. So that means shield boosters are now... go green, that one. It's not done. The shield is done. And should we just quickly see, do we have the materials for the surface scanner? Proto-light alloy. Proto-alloy. We do. You know what? Now that I'm here, I'm gonna make an expanded probe launcher, and it's probably gonna come back and bite me later. A bit of lag there. Come on. There we go. Okay. Thank you, Lee Chung. Where is our next destination? Copy. I haven't set up GameGlass either. I need to get ED Market Connect up and running. I need to get my GameGlass back up and running on this PC. That's on my to-do list. Oh yeah, there's a thing I completely forgot to say at the beginning of the live stream. So now we are halfway in, so I should probably say it now. I am on call tonight, and that means if work suddenly calls, I'll have to cut the stream short if something happens at work that I have to go and deal with. So just a heads up that that might be a thing that can happen so far. So it's never really happened during a live stream, but you never know. Really happy with that boost speed. Nothing happens this week, Jedi week, yeah. Where's that system? Oh, there it is. Okay, just get some altitude. I think that's faster. Now I jinxed it, yeah. Probably dead. I love the sound of when it orbits. May have to buy a third pipe. That's how I have it with cutters. I have made too many of them. I think I have 3 cutters at the moment. Just because you need them. How do you get all those resources for the engineers? Do you buy them at the shop? No, I collect them. What's happening? My game just froze up completely. Computer's not frozen, just the game. Oh, I feel a disconnect coming up. Wait for it. Yeah, computer's still running fine. Anaconda or Cutter, which should you get? If you have the choice between the two, I would go Anaconda, because it's more versatile. But again, the Cutter, if it's anything that has to do with cargo, get the Cutter. There we go. Nope. Nope. Yeah, let's send Frontier crash report. There you go. Now we have something to look at. But the game... Okay, I'm gonna... Could you please... Close... Ah, it's on the other screen again. Hold on, I need to get my... my resource monitor up and running here. Or my task manager. Where's Elite? Where's my mouse? There's my mouse. End task. Boop. And we're just gonna go and launch again. Let me get chat back here on the other screen. But no, okay, regarding materials, I've collected them. All of them. Where's the game? There it is. Quite simply, I mean, the other day I was sitting running loops at Dav's Hope for quite a while because I needed to just generally stock up, and I didn't want to do anything that required too much attention. So I was watching some Netflix on one screen while I was just running loops at Dav's Hope, endlessly running loops at Dav's Hope. That stocked up a lot of it. Today I've been running some high grades just to get a few more materials in that way. And obviously a few weeks ago I went out to all the crystal shards. You can see bookmarked out here. I filled up on all my raw materials. Data picked that up from Jameson's crash ship. While we're jumping here, it's quite easy. If you go into to the commander's toolbox, you go to your material finder, and you want to find a specific material. Like earlier today I was looking for military supercapacitors. So we just type in super. There you have it, military supercapacitors, manufactured capacitor, grade 5. You get it from high-grade missions in war, civil war systems. And there's a video guide, you can click here. So if you want to, boom, there you go, video guide on how you get military supercapacitors. Pretty straightforward. And yes, it takes time, but it's one of those, if you only collect just what you need for the build, it's gonna feel like it takes forever every single time. So you always get extra. Like when I did it at Dav's Hope, I was running in way more data, way more materials than I needed. Because that means even after this build, I still have quite a bit. Oh, can't see it now. I still have quite a bit of materials left over for the next one. Mario, if I'm not up to date with where the mega ships are at the moment, and if there is any in an anarchy system, so you can go to scan that. But alternatively, you can just go to Jameson's crash ship. It's fast. It's very fast. And you can definitely get a lot of data real quick. Okay, just clean up my interface here a bit again. Don't need that anymore. Don't need that anymore. And we can also close Discord. There we go. Oh. Yeah, okay, so I agree that running high grades can be faster than doing Dav's Hope, but Dav's Hope has the benefit that you can do it without paying too much attention. Yes, you can do that with high grades as well, but sometimes, you know, I like just running loops at Dav's Hope for like a couple of hours, and then maybe I'm sitting talking to people on Discord or watching something on Netflix or something like that. A tiny bit of background music from the game. Yeah, but again, as we talked about last time, I normally don't run music because I forgot to take it off when I record, and then I have to scrap the whole game audio and try to replace it with something Dragon Eye says, Jameson's crashed ship. Well, once again, if you're ever in doubt, what you do is you go in here, and let's say you're looking for, that could be some kind of data. Let's say you're looking for, like some wake echoes. Data mine wake exceptions, for instance. That's a common material. You can either scan high wakes or cross-trade from Jameson's crash ship. So, let's see. There you go. Best spot for data in Elite Dangerous. There's a video guide for it. Again, just use the material finder and you can get all the information you need. I'm just going to go and I'm just going to quickly post it on YouTube and on Twitch so you have the link for that. Let's get back in game. Probably overshot the planet by now. Yep, Mario said, I mean, that was what I was doing the other day. Half the time was chatting with people in Discord, and the other half of the time was watching stuff on Netflix. David says, how can you make fast money? You're going to build this exact ship, and then you're going to go and mine low temperature diamonds. There are many other methods where you can make money, but mining is at the moment one of the fastest ones. If mining is not your thing, you have other options like running passenger missions in Rubigo, or you can even make a ton of money from just outright go out, kill NPCs if you do it right, and stack the right missions in the right way. So it's doable. Can't see a thing. Oh, no, that was right. Suwana says, you can also work with virtual cables so only you hear the music. Yeah, but not if there's the game music. I can't separate the in-game music from the normal in-game sound if I have that enabled. Zebra says, getting materials not hard, it's just grind. Yeah, it is. Thanks for all the videos, you're very welcome. I'm pretty sure it does, Donglora. I'm pretty sure that the passenger missions is still a valid option for around 80 to 100 million per hour if you're efficient. How was gravity? 0.6 Gs. Whoops. Okay. Power distributor, weapon focused. I would say if you separate says for beginners, if you're starting out, if you're like way starting out, just started out, then you just go and follow the police around and shoot whatever they're shooting at the resource sites. Then I would consider going for something like Road to Riches, because you can do Road to Riches really early on. It's not the big money maker, but it's gonna push you into something like a Python relatively quickly. Or at least give you enough that you can build a very decent mining Cobra. And the mining Cobra, 1-2 trips in that and you have yourself a Python. And 1-2 trips in the Python and you have yourself an Anaconda. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. Body says, I was in Bahrain Yeah, but if you're mining in Boran, you're not mining for core. Don't do core mining in Boran. Super conduit, right? Yes. Don't do core. Boran is for laser mining. If you're trying to do core mining in Boran, you're not gonna find anything because it's been completely mined dry. If you want to do core mining, go somewhere else. And remember that overlapping hotspots have no effect on core hunting. It only affects laser mining. So you have no benefit from going into a double or triple hotspot if you're doing core hunting. Just find any spot and that will work for you. Okay, I think that was the power distributor, right? No. No, we did get the experimental effect on it. So spreadsheet says the power distributor is now done. Boom, there we go. So now we just need the next destination. Did I go away from my route? Can I go back? Yeah, but then it reloads. Okay, but I know the next one is Farseer. Oops, that's not Farseer. Farseer, there we go. Come on, game. There we go. You can find them in... Of course you can find them in Boran, but... There's no reason to go to a triple hotspot to mine core deposits. If you go to a triple hotspot, you do it to laser mine. That's where you get the benefit. Of course, if you come across core asteroids, well, sure. Why not? Okay, so it's obscured, so we need to just get into orbit. Just gonna get a good deal of distance to the planet here before we orbit, so we can get around it a little faster. There we go. Okay, 100, that should do it. There we go. Do I think that fleet carriers will be delayed due to the human malware? There was actually a post by Frontier today that they stated that no, they do not have any, they're not expecting any delays or anything like that due to that. They have sent everybody home in their studio to work remotely, but it is a IT company. They are working like, there's no reason why people wouldn't be able to work from home. Now, of course, maybe there are some people who are doing some of the like more graphical, more like computational heavy stuff that can have issues working from home if they don't have the horsepower on their main PC. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Donglord. They posted a status on it today. They haven't said anything that would indicate that it's going to be delayed. But that being said, I don't know, obviously. But from what they said in that statement, it doesn't seem like it's going to. But we don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I know from my work at least that it is more difficult working when everybody's working remotely, because you can't just go up and ask people. You have to try and get a hold of them and on Skype or email or something. Everything just takes a little bit longer. So maybe it will be, I don't know, but at the time right now it seems like it's not. It seems like they're still running on schedule for getting that thing released somewhere here in Q2. Are we in Q2 now? We're not in Q2 yet. In Q2 when that's gonna come. Thanks for your subscription on YouTube. Yeah, all Microsoft Teams, if it's up. Yeah, that crashed. Boo Pet says, yes, but setting up remote access to infrastructure for hundreds is not easy either. My place of work did it in less than 24 hours. 24 hours, like the first day, it was impossible to get in. Our VPN and all the remote access stuff was just couldn't handle the requests. But it took them less than 24 hours to scale up, and everybody was just running smoothly. So it can be done. It can definitely be done. And trust me, it is in Frontier's very best interest that everybody is working as efficiently remotely as they can, because if they don't, it will be directly impacting the bottom line. And at the end of the day, Frontier is a company, and their goal is to make that number at the bottom line as big as possible. And make fun games for us to play. So I wouldn't be too worried yet. As with anything else, I mean, I think there could be a lot worse thing happening from this than fleet carriers being delayed again. And I think if they are being delayed again, it will be at the other side of like the usual summer vacation period. I think they're already now planning a release up in the vicinity, like close to the summer vacation. So like probably somewhere in June would be my guess. Start June, maybe something like that would be my guess when we're gonna see it. So if there's gonna be a delay, then it would probably be they would have to delay it over the usual like summer vacation period, and then we would probably see it somewhere in August or September, if that's gonna be the case. Or if it's really bad, then they will just push it into the paid update. No, they wouldn't do that because they already promised that to be a free thing we were getting as part of the Beyond series. So they wouldn't push that into the paid update. I'm pretty sure. What? Sacrilege? There's nothing worse than a fleet carrier delay. Come on, we must be used to them by now. How much is fleet carriers going to go for? We don't know. Nobody knows. Well, Frontier maybe knows. Maybe they haven't completely decided yet. All we know is that 20 billion credits is more than enough. Way more than enough. It is like you could probably buy multiple of them for 20. So most people think is somewhere in the vicinity of 1 to 5 billion credits for a fleet carrier. But again, the initial costs, we know there's going to be a main ship and there's going to be support ships. But what are the support ships going to cost? And what are the running costs of these? I'm pretty sure I remember Frontier saying somewhere that they were planning to have running costs. That could be jumping, right? And just like move the ship from one system if they're going to require fuel or something. I don't know. Plenty of options. And it's the running cost that's interesting, because keeping the thing running is what could potentially be expensive over time, because that's what's going to slowly eat into your wallet. Yes, but you can only buy one fleet carrier per commander. Dragon Eye says, I've heard rumors that it would cost 100+ million. Oh, sorry, billion. Okay, you corrected that. I doubt that. I highly doubt that. I don't know. I think fleet carriers is going to be quite interesting. I think they could add a lot to the game. They could also just be a useless feature that nobody's going to use, but it could be something big and shiny you could spend your money on. But I don't necessarily see them as be... I mean, they could definitely add some interesting aspects to the game. If done right. But all we can really do is just wait and see when we get some information on it.
Orbital flight engaged.
God, that glide. Unfriendly Giants has asked what we're doing today. We're building a laser mining, or actually both laser and core hunting mining python. It's a bit of an all-round thing that can do a bit of both.
Commencing automated flight control routine. Please observe docking protocols. Access granted. Proceed to landing pad 04.
Goodbye, David. Thanks for dropping by. Oh, overshot that a little bit.
Touchdown.
Where do I see the gravity? I'll show you when we take off again.
Your arrival has
Okay, surface scanner. And hold on, what do we need here? According to this, we need engines, FSD, and power plant. Okay, engines. Dirty drives with drag drives. Like so. FSD. With mass manager. And power plant with thermal spread. We are just quickly gonna go into the outfitting to just verify that we have in fact got all of it. That I didn't miss something. It should be fully engineered now according to my lists. Hard points, nothing needs to be engineered here. Utility mounts, these are all engineered. And they have their experimental mods on them. For the core internals, we don't want to bother with the armor. This one got overcharged with the thermal spread on it. Thrusters got their drag drives. Frameshift drive, yes. Life support, yes. Doesn't need an experimental. I don't want an experimental on it. That is good. That's lightweighted, that's perfect. I'll go back. Optional internals. Collectors are lightweighted. That's fine, check that earlier. The shields. Yeah. And that's about it. It's done. Then, before we take off, I need a quick bio break. So if you guys would just wait here, I'll be back in 2 minutes. There we go. Welcome. Oh, I should say welcome back. I'm the one who's back. I'm back. Okay. Now that this thing is up and running, how far are we from Buran? Actually, pretty close. It's right there. Oh, we need to swap out. Nah, you know what? That's going to be okay. We don't have the full. We need to swap out the FSD booster. Because right now I only have 128, so the FSD booster needs to be swapped out for a cargo. But you know what? Oh, Farsia has nothing on this base. She wouldn't have nothing in stock at all. How far are we from Shinrata? It's all the way over there. Okay. Yeah, I need to swap the FSD booster first. We're gonna go back to Shinrata, swap that out. Then we're gonna stock up on limpets. Did I add the sub/follow button to the? Oh. You heard the audio. Hold on, let me check. Just check the be right back screen here. Nope, I have not added the alert box to this one. I probably should. You know what? I'll make sure to have that done for next time. Oh, landing gear. You sure this station has class 6? I'm not so sure. I want to find a station in close to this system that sells 6E cargo racks. Go, find for me. Oh, wow, okay, yeah, it claims that this station, in fact, does have 60 cargo racks. Well, that's the case, let's go. Yes, you're right, Jeff. Oh, we need to align with the... There we go. While we're doing that, let's set up some firing groups here. I think I want my standard mining group, right? With mining lasers on the main trigger together with collectors and the prospector on the secondary trigger. Then I probably want a group for core hunting. That should be the seismic charge launcher. No, it should be the pulse wave scanner together with a prospector. Then we swap over for a seismic charge launcher and nothing. I don't know which one to take one. Then we want the abrasion blasters and the collectors. Oh no, that's not right. How are we doing? We're nicely on track here. We want the abrasion blasters and collectors on the secondary. But together with the seismic charge launcher, we don't really want anything there. I guess this is just the way I want it for now. Thanks for the subscription on YouTube. No, we're not doing FSD. The FSD booster into a cargo rack. It's the Guardian FSD booster that I'm swapping out for cargo. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. God, this takes forever. Is there somewhere close by? Could go to the neighboring system. There's a Thomas dock. That's way closer. That system. 6 light years. Because it's taking forever to super cruise, so we might actually just be faster going there. And it's kind of in the direction of Moran. No, but I don't need the FSD booster. I only need the cargo rack. I need to sell my FSD booster and swap it out with a 6E cargo. Mining lasers and collectors on the same group? Yeah. Absolutely. What station was it? Was it Thomas? Yeah. And thanks for the subs, by the way. Oh, why don't I have... Oh, no, there we go. Oh, that is right. There we go. The triggers with keeping the lasers and the collectors on the same group is whenever I'm firing my lasers, that means I'm shooting to get fragments. And when I'm shooting to get fragments, I want my limpets out anyway. So by keeping them in the same firing group, or the same trigger, whenever I start firing, it automatically just pops out limpets until all the limpets are until it can't push out anymore. And if one of them dies, it automatically poops out another one. There's a question there. So what's the... YouTube or Patreon? Okay, so if you're looking at, oh come on, game, there we go. The one that gives me the best cut is Patreon by far. In YouTube, it just goes into the standard YouTube revenue, and that means it's also more difficult for me to split it out from the rest of the economy. I mean, what I've been talking about before, and the regular viewers will probably be tired of me hearing this all the time, but what I do is everything that comes in through donations and Patreon goes to a completely separate account from standard YouTube income. And that account is reserved for upgrades to cameras, lights. I just bought a new rig so I could do dual streaming and begin to do videos in higher quality, that kind of stuff. All donations and Patreon stuff goes directly there. And if you're looking at where the company takes the least cut, then it's from Patreon. Patreon takes a smaller cut than YouTube, so I mean I get a larger cut over there. And it's Patreon is more tightly integrated with other stuff than just YouTube itself. So if you're, I mean, some people prefer just doing it on YouTube, some people prefer doing it, and it's definitely up to themselves. I mean, Patreon has had their bad publicity but the bad publicity things happening in the past, so I can understand people who want to. So that's why I have the option that you can choose one or the other. But if you are considering supporting the channel, it will of course be very much appreciated. But if it for you doesn't matter, then Patreon is definitely where I get the biggest cut. Okay, we can throttle up now. God, I like the mobility on this thing. I mean, this thing can definitely move if you ask it to. Throttle down and commence docking.
Access permitted. Set course for landing pad 38.
Not in a ship like this. Oh, there we go. Where was it? 3-8? There. Oh yeah, and while we're at it, oh, and I'm watching chat and overshooting my landing pad here. Let me just get this on the pad here. There we go. Why mining lasers and not lances? The Mark II lasers are definitely faster. The lances have the additional benefit of being faster. Sorry, the lances have the benefit of being longer, but the lasers are faster. And in this case, we don't really need the range that much as we do on the cutter, so that's why I'm running lasers on this particular ship. And as Dr. Laura said, we have a in-game faction, Terra X Astro Corp. And I probably should go in and see if there's any new members. I haven't done that. Nope, no pending applications. Perfect. But as you can see, in-game faction, if you want to join, you're more than welcome to. We have a ever-growing number of systems under our control, and the more system we have, the more people we need to keep our area secure. So if you want to join, go and follow the link for Discord that Dunkelor posted, and you can find more stuff over there. It's not a big commitment. You don't have to spend like hours and hours every day. All we ask is that you just from time to time, whenever you have a spare minute, just run a few missions for the faction. There's daily orders posted, basically like daily missions that you can go and you can run, and it varies from everything like exploration and combat. I'm going to post this fit. Yes, I can definitely post this fit, but I should probably see if I can make a bit.ly link out of this, because I think the link shortener is still broken. So if I'm just gonna quickly get this, and we're then gonna go to bit.ly. Oops. Is that the right URL? Not bit.ly.com. bit.ly, right? Shorten your link. See, I've been shortening links before. Almost the same build, actually. copy that. And now I should be able to post it. Should I just check maybe if the link actually works before I post it? That seemed like a reasonable thing to do. Okay, seems like it did. And it is the new one. Good. Okay, here's a good question. Is it always better to look for the asteroid that looks like the right shape, and ignore all the rest, and boost to find them quickly? That depends if you're core hunting. If you're core hunting, you should always look for the ones with the right shape, I would say. Use the pulse wave scanner to like filter out most of them, and then just find the ones that look about right. Laser mining is a very different business, as you will see here in a second. Let's just go in and let's get this ship fully fitted. Okay, optional internals. Guardian FSD booster, browse, cargo, 6E, perfect. Exchange. And advanced, and restock. Let's get them limpets. What time is it? Link works great, perfect. Let's launch and go for Boran. Was that 2 jumps? Yeah, 2 jumps out.
Ship is released. Regulate your speed until 3 stations are in.
Woohoo! I like this ship already. That's a decent... very decent speed in this one. Okay guys, this would be a very good time to go down and hit the like button. Now we're gonna take this thing out, we're gonna see what it can do, and I'm just quickly gonna write down that we left the station at... now you can't see this because my face is in the way, so I'm just gonna move myself over there. We left the station at in-game time 21:40. So now I can keep an eye on how much time we're spending. When we're gonna go out and mine a bit. And I can move myself back in the other corner, I think. Like so. Oh. Ah, click in game. Ah, lost control. Wait, what's with this system? Look at this. 1 star. 2, 3. By the way, just take a moment and like look at this thing. If that ain't beautiful. I just love how this thing looks. Okay, already wasted enough time here. Yes, I love the wireframe ones. The gold wireframe paint jobs looks amazing, especially on the Python. That's funny. Somebody asked the exact same question. Have I ever thought about using head tracking for Elite? For the next couple of minutes, I'll show you what it would look like if I were using head tracking here. I'm just gonna read chat. Okay, now we can go back and play a game. I'm just gonna check the map here, where we need to go. A2, there we go. And I'm gonna read chat. Thank you, Warrenstein, for the €2 donation. Yeah, and don't forget to remember people to like and sub. Thank you. Go down, guys. Hit the like button if you haven't already, and subscribe to the channel. Or I should remember I should go back and then that. Yeah, 50,000 is getting really, really close, and I have plans for some pretty exciting events. That's going to include some giveaways of not only in-game stuff like paint jobs, that kind of thing. I hope, crossing my fingers here, that Frontier's going to be able to supply me with some limited paint jobs again. They've done this in the past where they have these specialized paint jobs that you can only get through these special giveaway packs. You can't buy them, and they're never going to be for sale. So special paint jobs coming out, but hopefully also some actual hardware you can sit and play with. Trying to see if I can get my hands on a HOTAS or two that I can give away, and I have some other stuff in the pipeline as well that I just need some final confirmation on. And there's going to be lots of events. There's going to be some behind the scenes stuff, give you a studio tour, all that kind of stuff is happening at 50,000. So do like Agatha just did, go down, subscribe to the channel, or as Dallin just did, thanks a lot for the subscriptions, helping me towards the 50,000, because I'm really looking forward to those events. We discussed it on one of the earlier live streams, doing like as part of it, we could do like a wallpaper competition where people can make wallpapers and post them, and we could make a small competition out of that. You could win something, and we could get a lot of awesome wallpapers. There's lots of ideas floating around, and it's still in the making. I think it's about like 1-2 months away before I hit 50,000. So getting there. But yeah, thanks a lot for all you guys subscribing, and please go down and hit the like button on the live stream. That will help me out a lot. Okay, where is this little... Is that it right there? It looks like it. Wow, Warrenstein. Holy... For the course, 50,000 for the win. Awesome, man. Wow. Thanks for the €50 donation. Holy crap, man. That's awesome. Oh, there comes the notification. Well, I'm just gonna throw it down before I crash into the ring. I'm not supposed to. Thank you, man. That's very much appreciated. Low temp there. Low temp there. Was that a low temp, right? Yeah, low temp. Low temp. Resource extraction. And low temp there. So if I drop into the ring right around here, we should be good. I'm gonna go for that very light thing right there for nice and dense areas. Boop. Dropping in here. Just gonna wait around here for a second just to see what kind of NPCs spawn in. Nothing? Oh, there we go. About to say where? That can't be right. But that looks like a mining ship. Because he's heading into the ring. Oh, here we go. That's more like it. Let's fly up to them. Yeah, here we go. Was that a Patreon or YouTube donation? That was a YouTube donation. Okay, just waiting for them to figure out I have nothing, which they have. Another dot. So now we are safe to go down and do our mining. Let's get into the ring here. Let's begin prospecting. Oh, I was going too fast. I managed to destroy my own limpet. Great. That almost looked like a core rock. Nope, nothing there. Oh, there we go. 23%. I'll definitely go for that. I'm just going to check this rock as well. And 13%. I want to go 15% and above. Look how fast this is mining. I know we don't have it targeted right now, but I'll just see when it's done. You can see how quickly the fragments are coming out. This is insane. I love this. Asteroid depleted. So while my limpets are doing their collecting, I'm just going to begin prospecting other rocks. That's one spinning quite fast. These are all spinning relatively fast. Let's go for some of these up here. Nope. Nothing in that rock over there. Gonna go for this one. 19%, I'll go for that. We're done here. Just look at how quickly this thing goes down. How do I decide which to prospect? I'll show you here when we begin to continue. There we go. I'm just going to move my camera over to the other side so that you can actually see the interface up here in the corner. And get that back in. Let's just check that other rock there. See, the yaw on this thing is a little slow, so you have to do some more rolling if you want to. Okay, nothing there. So one thing I do is I always have the planet targeted, so I always move towards the planet. And when I look for rocks, I look for round rocks like this one. And I look for something that's not spinning too fast. Because I don't want a irregular sized rock that's spinning quickly, because then I'm going to lose my limpets. I want something that's either very round or not spinning very quickly. So all these three here in front of me are all good candidates. Okay. So here we have 20% of low temperature diamonds, so we're going to go for this rock. But just for good measure, going to shoot one of this one right next to it, because if we're lucky, it might actually have something we can use. I'm going to check that in a second. We're just going to go and mine this one. Going to go up real quick to it, almost up so we're scraping paint with it if we can. Gotta make the collecting process a lot quicker. The speed here is good. Like, the time it takes my collectors to collect compared to my mining speed is pretty good. The fact that this ship is so much smaller than the cutter means I can get in a lot closer, much more easily, much more comfortable than I can in the cutter. So that asteroid is depleted. Let's go and check this rock right here next to us. We already prospected it. 12%. That's lower than 15. My limit right today, at least, is 15. So we're going to move on to the next one. See, that one back there, I would never go for that one. It's spinning quite quickly and it's very irregular in size. So that's not a very good target. No valid targets, that means they're done, so we can begin. This one also spinning quite quickly. See what we have here. That one there. Scan detected. Oh, it's police ships. That's okay. 5%. That's no good. Okay, this one is quite quick, but we're right at the right position on the rock to actually mine it. You can mine the fast spinning rocks. So if this one has some load temps, I'll show you. It doesn't. There'll be another rock I'll show you on. But I'll show you how to mine the fast spinning rocks. Let's go for some more fast spinning things here. Yeah, the pulse wave gives us no help here. See, this one is a really bad looking rock. Very irregular sized and spinning quite quickly. And 17 on that one down there. Let's go for that. Just gonna check this one as well. 8%. That's no good. I'm gonna go and mine this one. I mean, if I come across a core hub, the point with this ship is it's not supposed to do both core and laser mining at the same time. You can if you want to, but that's not the point. The point of this is it can do both. I could take this in and do core hunting if I wanted to. Oh, we're already done with this one. That one was only 8%. I'm going to take here some irregular sized rocks that are spinning around just to try to see if we can find something that could actually be 4%. That's no good. So where are we at in terms of cargo? We have 17 tons already. That's pretty good. Oh. Made a mistake there. I managed to roll my ship while I was launching the limpet. Shouldn't have done that. This one, 29%. Really good. And let's move. What I'm looking for here is the axis of rotation. Basically, I'm looking at where I can mine on the rocks so my lasers are not moving across the surface. It's... See, this is what I talked about earlier. I'm just holding down the trigger, and it's automatically launching new collectors for me when they're dying because the time has expired on them. That one's depleted. See, that is also not a very fun rock to mine. That one over there is a lot better. I'm gonna try to prospect them. Okay, 22. So we want to mine that one up there. But it's big and it's in an irregular shape. If I went in and mined it right here, it would spin around and it would kick the limpets and I would lose my limpets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move around here to the side. And I'm going to find the axis of rotation on this rock. Which is right around here, I think. And I'm going to mine it on that spot. That means when you see here when I'm mining, even though the rock is spinning, my lasers are not moving across the surface. They're staying in the same spot. And the rock is rotating around that spot that I'm mining on. That means it's not going to tumble over and suddenly hit me in the head. And destroy all my limpets or move my fragments everywhere. JSB, first of all, thanks a lot for the donation. He says, may I ask how the lockdown is where you are? I'm heading... we just today, our Prime Minister has recommended that you do not have any events with more than 10 people. All schools and public institutions are closed. And today, they've been asked to close down everything like barber shops, everywhere where you have close contact with customers, like physical contact, has been closed as well. Oh, hold on, I didn't check that one. Oh, 30%. Nice, we'll go for this one. And my place of work has sent everybody home. We're all working remotely right now, so even though we are not hit that hard here in Denmark, they have taken quite drastic steps to try and keep the thing contained and keep it at a manageable level. So, like lockdown wise, like borders are closed and everybody's been asked not to leave the country and that kind of stuff. So, a lot of stuff is going on. Yeah, I mean, schools are closed, but not like, I mean, everybody's working remotely, so they're trying to set up like remote classrooms so they can like sign in and still get their classes. We need to get rid of some limpets here. Oh, hold on, that was spinning quite quickly. That was a bad choice of rock. Oh, but it's 37%. That is good. Thanks for the subscription on YouTube. We're just gonna go and see if we can fight that axis of rotation. Not quite there yet. Mission objective detected. What are you... I don't have any missions. No, what are you talking about? I have a limpet that's stuck somewhere, but that's just limpets being limpets. What do we have here? 13%. Nope. I want 15 or higher. I'm actually gonna miss that. No, I'm not. Thought I'm gonna miss that rock there. %. Just gonna check this run as well. Nothing there of interest. Gonna get this one again. Yeah, but I don't have any missions in my mailbox either. I don't know what mission target it... Oh. There we go. No valid collection targets. 3% there, that's too little. And notice how I always move towards the planet. It should be pretty, if you've been mining, it's a pretty neat trick to avoid running in circles. But it's the same when core hunting. 8% too low. Oh, 24%, that's pretty good. Just gonna check the next one here. I'll turn around for this one. Oh, axis of rotation is down here. Nothing on that one. If I join a player faction, does this mean I can't pledge to the faction leaders? No. That is separate. Power play and squadrons have nothing to do with each other. So you can definitely join a squadron or player faction, and you can still do your merits for the other superpowers. That's no problem at all. Fragments everywhere. Let's go prospect. What are we up to now? Almost 60 tons. And how much time we left the station? 23 minutes ago. 23 minutes since we left the station. That's including travel time. For almost 60 tons. Did that thing die? I think it did. Where did they put the cargo hatch? Is that... Oh, it's all the way at the back, that's why. Oh, in the center. It dies too easy. Ooh, 31%. Full reverse. Asteroid depleted. What do we get on that next one? Ooh, 30%. Gotta go and mine that. Just gonna wait for them to pick up the materials here. It should be relatively quickly. You can see them just down here. Look, look, look. Look at them. This is a very enjoyable ship to mine in. I am really happy with it. There we go. No more valid collection targets, so the last one should just slowly let them return while we move on to the next rock. Park right up in front of it. Somebody came in late with shipping this. This is the mining python that we built today, and this is its maiden voyage. Wow, maiden voyage. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. We're just gonna dump a few. Just go 10 again. Oh, almost 30% again. And only 4% on that one. Damn, I like this ship. already at full capacity again. How's our refinery doing? Prospector 28%. Go for that. It's quite fast spinning, but
Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete.
hold on. Do I have 2 on the same rock now? Ah, no. That one had nothing. Okay. Got a pretty fast spinning one here. But we're again just gonna go find the axis of rotation. Not quite. A little bit down this way. This will have to do. And notice how I always mine on the underside of the rock, so that it's kind of above me. And I do that because if you look at the radar, all the fragments are being shot in underneath the belly of my ship. It makes it a lot faster for the collectors to go and pick them up. That's how I can keep my limpets active, and they can collect stuff so quickly. It's fast, but it's close. Oh, we're full again. I'll drop a few more this time. It is 24, so that's good. No more collection targets. This is going to be a little tight. Squeeze it in here, but I think we can manage. See, now they're going up. They're going in the wrong direction. They're going above me, so I need to constantly adjust my position here to see. We can see how my lasers are now traveling across the surface. That means I'm not in the right position where I should be. Now it's depleted, so it's too late, but that was not the best positioning on my part. Is laser mining better than deep core mining now? Oh, I would definitely say so, yeah. I mean, it's been... what? It's been half an hour since I left the station, so including the travel time here. I've been in space for half an hour, and I got almost 100 tons now. See, it takes a lot longer now to collect because I managed to get these all over the place. Yeah, I would agree. Core mining is a lot more fun to do. Come on, could you pick up the last ones already? Okay, I should probably find the next target while we're waiting. Oh, no, we'll go for that one. Oh, that's a rock. Yeah, that one's gonna miss. I got hit out of position there. That's just gonna go into empty space. Okay, let's get out of here. It's getting a little bit too tight. Alright, we got this one down here. Okay, we're gonna mine. Got a mine on that peak there, I think is good. Looks like it's pretty close to the axis again. It's very... not very miner-friendly rocks today. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. Where are we at? 104 now. No, I don't think there's a point where you mount the lasers. As long as you have... I would rather... like, no. With the lasers, it's not that important where you mount them, actually. 31%. I mean, the more important part is that when you're mining, that you're kind of angling down a little bit so that the fragments are being pushed in under your ship. And then you get as close as you can without scraping against the rock. I really like how quickly this thing is just eating the rocks. Again, already. 24% on that one. We're gonna go for that. We have 19 on that rock behind us, so we're gonna go for that one afterwards. Oh yeah, I forgot to empty my cargo holds. Hold on, I'm just gonna mine this rock. Still fragments coming out. It's okay, you can fill up the hoppers. Asteroid depleted. Let's create more space in here. Oh, there's a rock right there. No valid collection targets. Time to move out. We have this one here. Quite irregular in shape, but almost not rotating, so it should be fine. At least with as quickly as we're mining here, it's barely gonna move before we're done. $24-hour live stream for 50,000 subs if we get 150 likes today. Oh, last time I did 24 hours live stream, it took me 3 days to recover. It was so... I don't know. Hold on, I should prospect. Hold on, I'm pointing in the wrong direction now. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. Let's go for this one. Once again, thanks for the follow on Twitch. No valid targets. Low yield on that rock over there. That is a really good rock. It's round and it's not spinning. That is pretty much as good as it gets. 23% over there. We're gonna go for that. Just gonna scan this one as well. 14. Let's go for something bigger. We have pretty good rocks today, so. Where's that limpet? Come on. There it is. Yes, you can definitely put a class. People ask me on Twitch if a class 1 shield that is not prismatic. It should be good enough. I mean, there shouldn't be anything that prevents you from doing something like that instead, and then putting the same engineering on it. Thermal resist force block. That is just fine. That will work. You can also go bi-weaves if you prefer. It's really up to you. Either is completely fine. So you don't need the prismatics. I just put prismatics on this ship because I have them and it gives me a little bit extra hit points. %, that's too low. Oh, 21% there. I think that prospector down there just phased through the rock. I don't think that... Nope. I went straight through the rock. %, perfect. Look how neatly they're lined up there. I can just get that underneath the ship. Should be really quick. Just gonna check the other rocks, see where that is. Got a little bit of bromlite, but no valid collection targets. Do. Oh, getting a bit in the wrong position here. Get up above that so that we have the fragments underneath us. Let's find some more rocks to shoot a laser at. What about some of this stuff down here? Yeah, almost 340. %. Hold on. Just gonna quickly check this one. 18. Okay, we're gonna mine this one first, then we're gonna go for the 27 afterwards. Find the axis of rotation. Nice high spot in the rock. Position yourself angled down. And here we go. Just let the collectors do their thing. So we've been in space now for 44 minutes, almost 3/4 of an hour. What are they doing? Wait, where are they going all the way out there? Have I positioned myself really badly here? Looks like I have. Okay, I think, yeah. Now we got all of it. Okay, let's move on to the next rock. 145. There's like 50 tons left and we're done. I think I can make this trip in less than like, it's gonna be like an hour and 15 minutes or something like that. Oh wow, this is an annoying rock. There we go. No lances? Nope, no lances. We're gonna go lasers because we are in a ship that's small enough that we don't really need that extra range as we do on the cutter. And I need to put my pips into weapons again. And these are a lot faster. The lasers are a lot faster than the lances, so that's why we're going with them today. Because today is all about speed. And because the lasers are situated so far forward of the ship. I mean, if you look where they're sitting there, right? All the way there at the front. Oh, actually, that would probably be more midships, but that's fine. Okay, I got a bit out of the loop here. I need to go and find the next... Okay. Let's just begin prospecting whatever we come across here. Oh, cargo. Ah! Managed to fly into my own limpet again. Yeah, I'll post the link in a second. We're still having the clip holder. I do. Great. It's low. We don't want that. Thanks a lot for the subscription on YouTube. 22% and nothing else in the rock. That's good. So is one laser faster than one lance? A class 2 laser, yes, is faster than a lance. I think a class 1 laser is the same as a lance. I mean, the lances are class 1, so they count as a class 1 laser, but the medium-sized ones are about twice as fast. I think. About. Oh, I need to make room in the cargo hold again. We're gonna get close to the end here, so we're gonna do batches of 10 now. No valid collection targets. What do we get over here? 5%. Oh, 29. Definitely going for that one. And 36. Woohoo! Here we go. Where's that other rock? It's right there. Thanks a lot for the follow on Twitch. Oh, we're getting really close now. 30 tons. And with a rock like this, that's not gonna take a long time. Alright, that's good idea. Make a guess how far I have to sell. No Inara cheating. How far will I have to my sell location? Oh look, all the hoppers are full now. Oops.
Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet failed.
13% is not enough.
Prospector limpet failed. Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone.
Pure water. That's a one big ice cube.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone.
7%. Come on. Oh, we got 3 good rocks here and on a string here. That's pretty good.
Programming limpet drone.
5%. And now we're just completely out of luck with
Asteroid scan complete.
10%. I'm tempted to take the 10%. It's because we're slowly running out of space here, but with 2 other materials on the rock, it's not going to be the most effective. Oh. Oh, there we go. 25%, only low temps. Perfect. That should be another, like, 10 tons, putting us up at around 85, 86, I think, when we're done with this rock. That means this one and one more rock and we should be golden. We have 5 limpets left. And there's a bit of while, so it's gonna be iffy if we have enough limpets to fully fill the cargo. Depends how lucky we are with the rocks we are prospecting.
Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet.
16%, that's good enough.
Asteroid scan complete.
Oh, hold on, we're not done. About to move there a little bit prematurely. Yeah, the short percentage that only matters. It doesn't matter if you do cores. It does matter if you do lasers. Okay, no valid collection target. This is quite fast spinning, so I want a bit more head or a bit more room around me. So I'm going to try to move to the other side here. Something around here, I think. Should be a pretty good spot. It's not perfect, but it will have to do. Nice. Where are we at? Tonnage. Gonna try to prospect that one. We only have room for another 6 tons. Got 10% and only low 10. Oh, there's also some. Okay. I think we're gonna mine this one because we only need another 5 tons or something. So we are gonna take this one even though it's lower than what we would normally go for. Yeah, I could synthesize some limpet, you're right. But I want to try to avoid that. That is depleted. Let's see if we can't find... If we're lucky with our last 2 limpets here, we can't find one more. Come on, RNGesus. No! Last limpet. This is gonna be our last rock today. Gotta be really careful not to destroy my limpet there. Our collectors are slowly dying now, but we're out of limpets. So if this one has diamonds, we're gonna mine it. Nope. Ashen Falcon, thanks a lot for becoming a member. That's awesome. Welcome to the channel, man. You know what? I am going to synthesize a few limpets. Just because I want that little bit extra. I normally don't synthesize limpets at the end, but I'm going to do today. Oh, didn't I have room for it? No, I only had room for 3 limpets. Oh well. %. We'll take this one. This is going to be our last rock of the day. We could do some blind mining if we were really low on limpets. Cargo hold is full. Let's see how many of our hoppers we can fill up. Or bins. The hopper is one at the top. Probably gonna get, what, 3 bins? 2 bins? Oh, do we get the 4th bin? Yeah, we do. Nice. 4 bins. Okay. Is it one end, 2 ends? I can't remember. What's the name for ran? Yes, it's like this. We're gonna go for this one then. If that only is 78 light years, if that's the case, that was not what I wanted. Yeah. And with 3,000, that should be plenty. Klex, please add the link to the build before you go. I joined the stream late. Thank you so much for your videos. You're very welcome. I'm going to post it right away. It should, no, of course it's not my clip holder anymore, but I have it right here. There. There you go. Very welcome. Let's go. How many jumps do we have? 4 jumps. And we have now been exactly 1 hour since we left. Remember that I wrote down the system at the time we started? 2140. Can this focus? Yeah, 2140 was when we left. It's now 2240 in game, meaning we've been in. This is since we left. This is including travel time, so it's gonna be just over an hour. I think it's gonna be like an hour and let's say 10 minutes. Actually, one thing I didn't check: travel distance. Okay, that's within. That's reasonable. That's just the name. Picanton. So if those prices, and of course we're gonna get a little bit less because of cargo and yada yada yada. Let's say we get like 1.5 per ton, and we have almost 200 tons. That's 300 million. That's in just over an hour. We still have that spreadsheet open? Yeah. So while we're just quickly doing our jumping here, we can make a quick spreadsheet while jumping here. We can say total. Wow. Total time. It's gonna be some number of minutes. Total sell. Or should we go sell price equals, whoops, that one equals that one, no. I'm just going to try to make a calculation so we can also see what it would be if the prices were more normal level. Like, they're quite high right now. So, tonnage, we have plus 4 on the hopper. That's 196 tons. So the total price is going to be that times that. And the total credit per hour, total profit, credits per hour is going to be that divided by that times 60. Whoops, that was 600. That's not. Where's our station? What's the name of that station again? There we go. Total time. Let's say it's gonna be 1 hour and 10 minutes. So that means this is gonna be 70. Now we just need to see what we can actually sell for at this station. Normally, yes, I would be running, EDSM, but I built this system last weekend, and I haven't installed it on this system yet. It's still on my old system, but I haven't set up EDSM on this yet, but it is on my to-do list. I usually run EDSM, or EDMC, Lead Dangerous Market Connector, what I'm trying to say. Yeah, normally running that, but right now I'm not. Because I haven't installed and haven't set it up on this system yet. I have like a list of things that I need to go and install and set up, but I just haven't gotten around to it. I try to focus on the stuff where, like, the critical stuff that I can continue making videos, continue doing live streams. And the market connector, useful as it is not necessarily a critical item. But I have a docking pad already. Okay. So we gotta get 1.58 per ton. So we should get around 310 million when we sell everything. That's probably a little bit of sell tax, but we haven't sold the last units in our hopper, remember that. So 300 million here, 303 actually. And that's the last 4. Yeah, so 310. So as you can see here from our little spreadsheet, that gives us a total of 265 millions per hour on the first test run of the ship. I think that's pretty good. And if we were to put in some more reasonable prices, let's say $1 million. Is that $1 million? That's $1 million. you would still be able to make, if this run, if the prices were around the 1.1 where they usually are, we deduct a little bit. If it was 1.1, let's see how much that would be. Then you're still looking at like 180 millions per hour. 215 on a simple trip, but just because we got those awesome prices today, we got those over 250 millions in a single hour of mining. That was pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that one. No complaints here. I think this could be my new favorite mining ship because the trips are about an hour. I mean, it's not as big as a commitment as it is going out in a cutter that would often take like 2.5 hours to complete. These smaller trips I could definitely see that, and it's a lot more fun to fly the ship than something like the cutter. Daryl says, "Be warned, the price may have dropped a lot." Yeah, not yet, it seems. Pretty happy with that. I'll definitely be doing a build guide on this in the near future. I think I should have a spot ready here for the end of the weekend, so for the next weekend. So I might actually put it in there if I can manage to get it done in time. You're welcome, Dragon Eye. But the cutter is beautiful. That's right, the cutter is beautiful. But come on, is that not beautiful? I mean, that's a good looking ship. And yes, as Stunk Lord just posted there, I do have a cutter built. Could you always build for the link? Yes, I can. It's a bit.ly link at the moment because the link shortener on Coriolis is currently down, so you get it through bit.ly instead. But look at that. I am very happy with this ship. And also because it's multi-purpose. If I can have this one build, and if I wanted to go out and do core hunting, it would be perfect for that. It could definitely do core hunting as well. No problems. It has all the equipment. It's just ready to go. No refitting necessary. Just take it out and go. And if you are lucky and come across a coal rock when you're out mining normally, well, you have the equipment to blow it up and take the wonderful resources inside. But yeah, look at that. Anyway, as I said, build guides coming out on this in the not too distant future. Really, really happy with the way this thing came out. It's a really fun ship to fly. It's nice, it's maneuverable, it's fast, and it just eats rock like nobody's business. This thing it's a good ship. I like it. Really happy with it. But I'm gonna call it for today. It's slowly approaching midnight here in Denmark, and I have a meeting tomorrow at 7, so I better go and get some sleep. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it today. If you did, remember to go down and like the stream, whether you're on YouTube or on Twitch. If you are on YouTube, please hit the follow button and help me towards those 50,000 subscribers. If you're on Twitch, you also hit the subscribe button. Yeah, hit the subscribe button if you're on YouTube to help me towards those 50,000. If you're on Twitch, you're going to hit the follow button there if you want to see more live streams as well. And once again, thanks a lot to all you guys who've been donating, who's been joining as members or whatever you've been doing. Thanks a lot. And it's really much appreciated. Again, in chat, you will now see a whole host of links for everything from the Discord server if you want to join the channel's community or player faction. Also hosted through Discord. Everything's running over there. I'm hanging out over there most evenings when I'm not streaming. So come over and say hi if you want to. And there'll also see links for both Streamlabs and one-time donations, Patreon if you want to support the channel on a more regular basis, as well as the merch store if you want to buy yourself some merchandise like Hello Carlos t-shirt or mugs. There are a lot of cool stuff over there. Go over, check it out. I'm pretty sure you'll find something you'll like. I think that is it. Oh yeah, and Donglorok linked also to the Commander's Toolbox. A small site I'm building It's still technically in beta, but it's getting really close to a launch. And we're using it tonight for plotting routes, finding materials, all those kind of good stuff. But anyway, oh yeah, and thanks Dongalora for supporting me again with the moderation in the chat and posting links and helping people keeping everything up to date. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give a like, and until next time, I will see you guys in space.